not our idea here. Our idea is to have this learn, absolutely learn. And so we have a lot of people teaching classes this morning. We're coming in this afternoon. We have another group in the morning. So we're going to, it's very difficult to put this together from start to finish because this is not a week start to finish type of seminar. This is when we're going to do it and do it again and do it again and do it again because I want you to learn. We have a lot of amazing people here. We'll have a lot more this afternoon, so we're getting fired up again. We're going to have Tony's teaching class this morning. Also, the guys in class this morning, they can't get out. They'll be here this afternoon. So we want to utilize him as the best we can. And he's the best instructor I know of. He's a really great master of this stuff. And as I say to my very best friends, I consider my teacher completely. And no more needs to be said.
Last time I was here, we were in YMCA in Akron. The snow was underground. That's
true.
I think you're here for that. Remember that? We were a few years ago. And Mark Harris was starting. The thing about it is, what I'd like to do is, immediate period is cover 4 weapons. And go to at least 4 to 5 more content. And I don't know how extensive the Kobudo is right now, but out of the 4 or 5 content that we work, I know that 2 or 3 will probably be interviewed. We'll work with the common, we'll work on Toyama and each of the common. With the Koeppel, we'll work on each of the Koeppel die. With the bow, Yakaa or Kobudo or Koeppel or bow. And then this side on the Yakaa. So the thing to do is, when we, I got this picture.
Yeah, do whatever you want to. Yeah, the class is yours, Mary. You're not going to get on trouble.
We're not going to get one more room, won't we?
Yeah, you get the whole floor. Do whatever you want to.
What do you want to do first?
I'll tell you what, sure, this morning is doing the wish you get the hard set, so people more exact. Right now, for yours, you do what you want to. I would go through the principles of the weapons. That's really what I would do right now. Go through the principles of the weapons. Remember that we don't do a whole lot of stuff in the weapons. What we do well. We have a lot of champions in the weapons, and Bill and Bowling guys are pretty good weapons champions. But what we do really well, but we don't do an extensive thing. And we do maybe 2 or 3 bow forms, and I think the competition, that's it. Is that right? And so we really don't work the comic, the side or the in the competition. And as a matter of fact, I'd like to ask one of your girls for it.
Okay.
Right at the beginning. I'm going to get on the next phone call, sir.
I need to get stretched out this 3 or 4 minutes, so we'll pick it up over here. You get up here. Developed in 1924 when Logan and the group that started the Okinawa Federation to put it together. And there's about 6 major side forms that they accept, and this is one that the Federation put together. The idea of psi, a lot of people misrepresent. And you see a lot of the spinning movements, which are they're primarily, I don't feel that they have a real purpose to them. They look good. There's nothing wrong with it. The psi is very basic. It has 2 purposes. The one is to you either knock the weapon away that's in front of you, and in this form, you have a movement in here. You'll see it through there a bit, where it's in here like this, and the side goes like this. In reality, what you're doing, you're walking back and forth across. Whereas as he comes down here like that, that's what you're doing. He's working back like this, and then that's what the movement is when you're in here working it, okay? They don't show the big movement from side to side. What they do is they show the movement from in here like this, and then they just go like this, and it represents this type of a movement. When he comes over the top and strikes, the thing about it is, if you're here like this, that's what it's for. That's for. That's why you don't want the thumb up in there, because you have a blade edge, like a knocking out coming down on you or something like that. This puts the finger. That's why you should try to work with the thumb on the crossbow. They have the size around octagon. The reason for the octagon is that as he comes over like this, you turn it and it cuts into the wood. And you get a little better hold on it than you can with just a round side. Primarily, this is no different than any other weapon. Your target is never up in here. Your target is usually right in here. See a lot of movements in here when you're working. This in this particular compliment, you see them in forms when they go one, and they'll block here, and they'll put the sock in here. And the movement here is just down to hit the hand. See it go over like this, see more than primarily what it is, you catch the weapon on here with one, you come over the top, you don't even have to look, you just run right down it and take off into the hand with the point of the sock. They throw a lot of these things. You're in here like this, and one, catch one, and the second one comes in here like this and take it away. Take it away from it. Like I said before, the idea of it is that, as a rule, your targets are, just get the civil right position real quick. Your targets are 1, 2, and then your secondary target is here, and your third is here, or the hip, or the ankle. And it's the same when we get with the bow and the comb. Most of the common strikes are common strikes to the arms and wrists. Because once you take this away, then he's yours. Once you break that. And there's no sense trying to get by him, especially when he's got a weapon that's longer than yours. Let me think of the movements in here. We'll walk through a couple of them as we're working in this form so that you'll understand what you're doing and why we're doing it. Come on, Mike. Sequence of movements that you'll catch in here quite a bit are, well, that's all right, I know, the method of stepping here is Hamahega. And Hamahega was an island off the coast of Okinawa where there was a hotbed for weapons. Today it's not an inhabitant, it's just got reptiles on it. And a lot of the weapons developed in Okinawa was done in Hamahega Island. And the Hamahega stepping method is what's in this. It's the same thing as Shikisaku, Champanyara, Tawada. They all use the same stepping movement, the same line of movement, the same everything. Really, the pretty classic movements with the side. Whenever you block up high, put your cross block up, go down, you get there like this. Don't put your sides here like this. Hold them up here. I get like this and put it down, huh? He caught it all right. Come down and you lose it. Okay? Basically, you see it a lot of times when they come up like this, you know, and I mean, it gives you no protection when he's catch. When it comes down. In the form, you'll see when we come up to the end of it, you're striking here like this, and you come out and you're here. This is just a tearing movement. In other words, you work with your attacker, and you come up and you're striking here like this. His weapon's out in front here like this, and you hit. That's all right. And from here, I go one, and here, down in here. And this is what you're doing. You're using these to tear on this. Of course, it's back in here again is the catch on the top. On the top, okay? As we go through, I'll stop and we'll work different parts of it. Let's walk through it slowly one time. One to spread out a little bit more. Okay. Walk through it slowly one time, then we'll break it down sections around that way. Maybe Tim will do, we'll probably go half and half. Half and half seven off the side. Yakaa, or side, Y-A-C-A-A. Down through a dashi, sides alongside the bottom. Dos, 1, 2, up and down, spread, okay? From in here, back and block up. 1. Step, drive. Come in here, block down, double. 7 punch. I've already done wrong. Let's go. Go. 1, 2. Back. Up and block. Right. Double down. 1. 7 punch. 2. Not have right first time. We're there. Okay. 4 punch. Okay. Up. Block. Step forward and punch. That blocking motion here about 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Block, punch, punch. Up, down, and strike. See how that sequence went from that end to the other end? Now the only thing you didn't do on the other end is that you left the top block out because you went with the double strike over the top. Huh? See that part again. One, up, down, back. Let me walk this real quick. One, two, back, up, strike, double, double, up and off there. Step and punch, waggle, block gate on, punch, up, down, and double. Okay, that's the first sequence move. Back, strike. Strike. Strike.
Punch. Take it.
Double. Take it out. Lock down. Rush. Good. Lock. Jodan. 90 degrees. Step and punch. That same locking movement in here, back and forth. Close it, punch, punch. Take the left foot, step around, lock gate on, go down. Gate on, go down. Do the same thing with the left hand in. Forward, punch, left, back and forth, right. Gate on, punch, punch. From in here, open the sides. Strike down. Stop again. Hey, this. That's it. What? You're here like this. You're here like this. You waggle. Punch. Punch. Huh? Drop them. Bring them down over the top. Like you're going to do. That's it. Okay. From in here, that same sequence. Up, scoop, down, and drops down. Okay. Here, here, up, lock, step and punch, out, gate on, punch, punch. All right, from here, up, down, thrust. Lock jaw down, punch, move it back, waggle back and forth, lock, gate on, punch, punch. Step around with the left foot. 1, 2, right foot forward, Robert. Step, punch, waggle, gate on, punch, punch. From in here, open the sides, strike. Close them, double block. Shoot on, up, gate on, thrust. When you're here like this, let's talk about these movements a little bit. You're here and you open with the side. Like your movement is, I push back away with the double and he backs away from me. Okay? Then he comes over and what I do is I catch in here, 1, I'm like this, 1, 2, I'm down in here, okay? That's why they gotta be on the outside of the arms like that. They gotta cover the outside of the arms. Or from in here, I'm 1, up in here, huh? Movement, out, in here, and I take away, okay? In here like that, for my next movement, which is a thrust. Or over in the top of the thing, up in here like that, huh? And punch. The thing is that you're working, I'm sorry. You've got to protect the outside of the arms when you're working in here. The inside is caught here, right up in here in the hand. When you're out and you dig a lot of times. You'll hold the side here like this and you'll dig with this part in here to take it off, okay? You use it and you just pry with it when you're in tight and close. We'll actually get into the cockpit here where you're down this part with the sides and you're using these, to strike with. But make sure that when you're working, you're here 1, and you protect the elbows and the arms. You get dropped. So get it over the arm. You want it out. Yeah. Without, you don't want the wrist bent. You want them straight. here. Because you're poking back in here with this also. That's why it should be running over here. Okay. Close. Back. Up. Right. Down. Cross. Up and catch. Punch. Waggle. Gate on. Punch, punch. Up. Dig it out. Down. Cross. Go down. Step and punch. Waggle. Gate on. Punch, punch. Step around. Block gate on. Bring it back up. Go down. 1, 2. Punch. Waggle. Back and forth. Gate on. Punch. Punch. Open them. Strike. That's it. Double. Up. Double up. Down. And thrust. From in here. Step. Double block. High and low. Step forward into it. Again, double block, high and low. Now without the punch, just up and waggle, gate on, punch, punch. One more time, up, down, and out. Open the sides, step around, block down. Gate on. Open the sides, step around, block down. Pivot. Block the side, block up. Come in here, step, strike, in, cross. I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to walk through and then we'll come back to the class and ask and go through the second. Step, out, strike. Step back. 1, block high and low. Step back. 2, block high and low. Step down, strike, key up. Close the side, block across, melee. Put across, block, melee. Raise the leg, block down. Block down. Again, as you step down, punch, punch. Pull away, block down. Step down, gate on, punch, punch. Block gate under the front, let the sides flip, down. Come up to the line, 1, cross the block. Step out, dig them in. Step out, cross them over. Step out, one more time, yeah. On the slip, strike. Close them, rip. Step away. Double block up. Go on your knees. 1, down. Step back. Walk across the body, double. Straighten the body up, block double. Back, 1, 2. Cross. Yakaa no side. This. Go. Dead. This. This. Dos. Sequence, that's just what it is too, it's a sequence of movements. A lot of the side forms use that same sequence. Punch, waggle, gate on, punch, punch, gate on, jodan, punch, waggle. I wish I could think of a better word than waggle. Punch, punch, open them up, hit, double, 1, 2, 3, double block. Double block. Waggle. Gate on. Punch, punch. Double. Marote. 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 Good. Kiss. Kiss. I'll pull down a bit. Here. Up. Down. Up. Punch. Block. Punch, punch. Sequence. Strike, high block, punch, waggle, block, punch, punch, roll high, 1, 2, Step, punch, waggle, block, punch, punch, open them, strike. That's it. Get everybody together here. Okay, that's it. All right, now you're gonna hit the sequence. Up, J, 1, block, punch. I think I got something else I did. Go on, block, double, waggle, without a punch down. Block, gate on, punch, punch. Sequence, up, down, double. Okay, let's do it again. Yakaa no side. Yakaa no side. It's, go. It's, go. Punch, it's, waggle. Block, punch, punch. It's, down, not okay. Go down. Punch, waggle, that's it. Get on, punch, punch. Get on, go down. Step, waggle, block, punch, punch. Open the sides, right? Good. Sequence, up, down, but okay. Double, right foot forward, now that's it. Waggle, block, punch, punch. Sequence, up, down, but okay. Open the side, step around with the right foot, don't step with the right foot, don't step with the left. Step around with that, 1, down. Step across to the left, big. Okay, cross, up, drop, step, strike. Back, double, 1, back, double, strike. Yeah! 1. Cross, speak. It's, block, strike, post, punch, clean. Block and punch. Sequence of movement, 1, 2, 3. 5 block, step and punch. That's it, block, punch. Low high, 1, 2, step and punch. Waggle. And double, 1, 2, open, strike, sequence of movement, 1, 2, 3, punch. Wait, let everybody in the back catch up. Double punch forward. Everybody get them up, double punch forward. Double punch. Step forward. Step to the right. Waggle. And block, punch. That's it. Open the sides. Low block. Step, okay, let's do it again. Oh, sequence in the end? Sequence moving on the end. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Open the sides. Step across to the right foot. Block low. Left foot. Block low. Out. Block up. Strike double. Step. Then you step. Strike. Straight back. 1. Turn. 2. Yes. Yeah. There. Turn. It's a strike. You got to cover twice. Stay with me. Stay with him. 1. Cross. You step away. Step 2. Away. From here, raise the right leg. Block down. 1. Drop with the gate on. Punch. Same thing to the opposite side. Block. Drop down. Block. Punch. From in here. Step forward. Gate on. Okay, release on the handles to the shafts in the side. Right here on one side of the bottom. Step up the foot over. What do you do? Post. With the block. 1. Step forward. Dig in. Dig. With the tips or with the elbows. Okay? From in here, you're coming, you just carry alongside the body like this. 2, step, and you cross and you hit with the end down here. That's what you're hitting with, right? you got him bent over, now you hit him in the spine, or the back, or the lungs. Okay with this. Right here, you kind of clean. One more time, and you strike. Step a third time. Let him slide back down. Step, strike. Close him. Cross. Look over your right shoulder. Just rip straight out of the flat. Come in here, step back, side face. Block out both sides. Right, you both strike. Down, one. Step back, and as you do, swing the arms to the double block here. Block in the front, block in the side. In here, you've got the double block, break down as you straighten up in here. One, two. Back, easy. Up and down. Go. Deep. Not very long, which gets through a couple times. You can long and start. Let's see where we go. Okay, let's see. We were up in here. Let's go from here and we'll pick up the last part. You're here at one. From here, step back, one. Block. Oh, no. Bailey. One. Hit. Two. Back. Up. Block. And block. Get down. Punch. Away. Block. Hit. Block. Get down. Punch. Yeah. Hold. Slide. One. Set. Block. Step in. Right. Tear, strike. Tear, strike. Drop, back, tear. Back and block up. One, underneath, two, down, step away. You're like in a side face here right now, so you're like in a jigotai 45 degrees almost. And here like this as you block across. Then you straighten out that high increase right in there. Here, she's in that, you know. And then back up. Well, what's left of that? You hit with, yeah. All right. Back. Forearm up. Back. Forearm up. Raise. One. Block. Punch. Raise. Block. Block as you come down. Punch. Block low forward. Drop the size up. Hook the end, step forward, right foot. Dig in here. Over. Strike. Three. Drop. Flip. Back. There. Back. Double. Underneath. One. Back away. Two. And up. Three. Now, there's just one here. You're like back here like this. One. Right high low. And you just go over. Double. Lock low with the high and high with the low. You just pivot on the feet. You just, you're here like this. You're here one. You just pivot. And then you kind of walk up the back. You're up in Yakaa side. Back and lock, maybe. Back and lock, maybe. Okay. Up. Lock down. Lock you down, punch. Up. Lock down. Punch. Yeah. Lock. Up and you give them this like that. Actually, in reality, you want it like that. All right. So here you're just like this because you want to let you. After you want to take it away, you didn't want to drive down with it. Okay, just one. Over, tear. And over, strike. And flip. And out, tear. Rip with those things. Rip out. Back, block double. Underneath, down, underneath, strike. Back away. Get from there, then you just pivot and block down and back up. 1, 2. Go all the way from the beginning. All right. Yakaa no side, boy. Yakaa no side. Yes. Eight. Down. This. Up. Punch. And back and forth. Eight on. Punch. Double. It's 1, 2. Cross. Go down. Punch. Waggle. Get on. Punch. Step around. gate on, going on. Punch, waggle, gate on, punch, punch, open. Morote, up. Gate on. Cross, morote. Double block, high and low. Double block, high and low. Flag. Block low, punch, punch. Sequence, up. 1, 2, and 3. Open the side, step around with the right foot. Block low. Step with the left foot, block low. Cross, block out. Strike double, 1. Line them, 2. Step. Strike. Back, 1. Block high and low. Back, 2. Block high and low. Step in. Yeah! They what you do is you step away. 1. Block. 2. Block. Raise and block low. Block gate on. Punch, punch. Same thing the opposite side. Raise. Block gate on. Punch, punch. Block gate on to the front. Slides down, up. Hook. There. Over. Drop. Flip. Back. Up. There. Back. Double block. High. Underneath the close side. Drop. Round. Hit. 1. Square up. Block high low. Back. 1. And down. And up. Go. 8. 8. 8. Dos. 8. 8. 8. Wow. 8 on. Punch, punch. Sequence. Cross. High. Punch. Waggle. Block 8 on. Punch, punch. Low, high. 1, 2, step. Waggle. 8 on. Punch, punch. Open the side. Strike. Sequence. Up. Down and double. High and low. Step. High and low. Step. Waggle without punch this time. And gate on. Punch, punch. Sequence of movement. Up. Down and out. Open the side. Step with the right foot around. Block low. Step with the left foot. Block low. Block out. Strike down double. Set. 1. Step. Strike. Back. 0 dots. Up. Step. 0 dots. Up. Yeah. Yeah. Stay with him. Block. Stay with him. Block. Raise. Block down. 1. Gate on. Punch, punch. Block. Gate on. Gate on. Punch, punch. Gate on to the front. The side step down. Up. 1. Hook. Cross. Over. Flip. Out and back. There. To the side. Double block. Up as you step away. Underneath the strike. 1. Back. And double block. And 90 dots. Marote, marote. Joyce. Should we do that right?
That's just 2 months. This is this other one down here was the this is who's the guy? Referee, national class referee with the Federation, and the international rank of 5 the Department of Conventions. He also is a renowned fighter. He's a renowned fighter. Now, something else you should know, Koeppel normally goes 250 pounds. And he's a really strong guy. If I can remember right, a long time ago, he's running barefoot 5 miles a day outside, something like that.
All kinds of foolish stuff.
So now he's 50 years old. He's devoted himself to eating lettuce and celery and flowers and things like that, and getting his waist down skinnier than mine. So he's down to 195 pounds now, so look carefully. You probably never see that way again.
Yes, I will. I will. So just very interesting to get around in the head. You know, I'm 52 in a month or two, and I found out I couldn't carry that weight. I enjoyed bench pressing 365, 370, 380. Can't do it. Bob Memories about 50 minutes ago, it's like I'm working now. I'm getting these sides out of the way early in this seminar because, as you'll note, when I work with you work with them and they're sending this type of thing, we get it. So when we get to the combo, which is violent and involves, you know, women use their head, you know, like Musashi's, the book on strategy, the book of 5 rings, you gotta, you know, put things in line. So this would be hell if we were working this tomorrow night, you know, because by then the left knee from the car accident, you know, we went through a lot of similar things. Remember when I rolled that thing?
Yeah, I sure do.
And thought I was going to be a cripple the rest of my life. But no, it's true. I think that you have to adapt, and that's what martial arts are. It's an art of adapt. In other words, you face up against someone, you cannot do what you want to do all the time. You must adapt and apply, and then resolve yourself and get the job done. And the thing is that it's the same way with water. What I'm trying to do is you take something and you build it. That's what you do with every phase in martial arts, whether it be Kobudo, whether it be sparring, whether it be whatever it is. You have to adapt. You have injuries, you have to work around it. You can't quit, you got to work around it.
Okay, I want to make another announcement too. We start at 1:30 and we take a break lunch, but this afternoon I'm going to wrestle with you to start on the Tom Duke and really want to get Tom done. It's very, very important. Tom is interesting for a student. Tom is critical for us because it's possible to go against Tom with a great degree of skill. And I want to do that. And just a miscellaneous, you know how the old knights used to fight, they get the horse in the middle and they whack everybody on the head and everybody got set to attack and they spur the horse and gallop over here. And nobody around and you whack everybody on the head. weird. So in some sense, when I get it, I'm talking, I'm enjoying myself, I'm here, then I yell up over here, so my thoughts may not be connected for you. That's what they call night smooth thinking. And it was in chess, and you threw up and over. But in any event, Mr. Koeppel also was a boxing champion in the shoes. And he probably has the hardest punch that anybody ever had in their life, which is absolutely incredible. And I can tell you that. I get hurt, but believe me, that guy can really, really punch. Okay, I'm going to let him go to work on this. But he has promised me you're going to work on the phone for the 7 minutes, is that right? See how easy that was?
Trying to throw side. And for your information, as close as they can come with it, and they credit Yakaa no Sai to Yabiku Moden, Moden Yabiku-san Sensei, who was the student of Ikush, but was the first president of and the founder of the Okinawa Kobudo Association in 1924, along with the other. He was the first president. Chicken Taro was a student. Oops. 1, 2. And back. And stop. Drop. And push. And up. Punch. Right. Block. Punch, punch. Up. Down. And drop. And block. And punch. Bible. Block. Punch, punch. Low, high. Punch. Vital. Block. Get on. Punch, punch. Open the sides. Strike. Them open. Out in front of you. Right at the collarbone area. Okay, here we go. Big. 1, 2, 3. Block a little high. Block a little high. Vital. Block. Punch, punch. Well, that's one we got all the time. Sequence. Low. Double. Take the right foot, pick it up, and step around. 1. Block down. Step. Block down. Take yourself away. You really have to take yourself away. Remember where we are right now. I want to show you something. Talk about a little bit about the philosophy of the styles.
Why don't you sit down so everybody can see?
Stepping movements are important no matter what you do. That's it, I can't. Stepping movements are important no matter what you do. He strikes, I can go up and meet it here, okay, as such, when I work. Or I can change the position of my body. Attention coming. I can change the position of the body. This is what you're doing, especially when you're talking about some weapon across from you. There could be oak with a blade, it could be a nunte, it could be, anything. But I mean, that thing over there is generating velocity. It's hard, it's not going to move, and so you've got to do one thing. You have to change the position of your body. And you do that, and Bob and I were talking out here earlier about how you're doing a series of movements, 1, 2, and 3 off of 1 foot. And the thing is, you pick up and you advance the body in. That's a way of body change. But the biggest form of body change is the way you turn. Now, they got what they call the Shri method and the Naha method in Okinawa. And primarily they are this. Naha, which is Hoju, basically uses the back foot to turn into the technique. In other words, they go like this, and they'll turn and they'll meet it with a straight, okay, body alignment. Shuri is a lighter style. And I'm not talking about Shuri, I'm talking about the Shorin influence. And they'll change the position of the body with this leg and take the body away from the technique and fit. In other words, they won't take the brunt of it. And the change position is in the kata that they run. He faces me, and I'll change the position of the body here. You see what I just did? That is a pasai body change, the pasai body change, okay? And that's what they call it, pasai, or a pion body change, okay? All it is a shizentai dachi, like this, to a shizentai dachi as I'm here, 1. All I've done is change the position of the body. I've changed the position of the body from the strike. That was a Seiken Zu coming at me, or a Mai Gedi coming at me, or even a Mawashi Gedi. What I've done is I've changed the position of the body here to where I'm here like this. Now I'm taking myself away from the This is why this target is there. I can do the same thing with what they call a Nihanchi body change. Nihanchi kata, Naichonshin, what they call the Korean Nihanchi. Yeah, okay. Same thing. There's stepping movement or crossing movement. As he kicks, I go one, and I'm like this. And I'm in here. And I'm right like that. I've changed the position of the body. So what they say is this. I am like this here, and I can do one of two things. He's going to come with that same kick to me here. Say he's going to go for my spine or something like that. I can do one of two things. I can meet the kick in here like that, or I can change the position of the body and come like this. Okay? And that's what you're going to find in levels. And the thing about it is I don't want to go against the way you're taught. But with the setting style that I use, and here like that, that's exactly what we're doing. Stay here a second, Mike. I'm like this, and you're here one. He's attacking here. Rather than going like this, and let's see how many it is. Rather than take this foot like this is what you're doing, and you're going one and stepping in and meeting it, okay? What you're doing is you're changing the position of the body here like this, and I'm taking the target away from him and defending, and as he strikes, we're doing like this. One, huh? Then as he's over here behind me, and attacking again, and he's going for this leg, because that's one of the targets he used, I take the position like this, and I move one, and I'm this way, see? I pull that away, and I'm back down again. So what I'm doing is, as I turn, by and large, majority of the time, you can't do it all the time, sometimes you have to turn into it. By and large, I'm changing the position of the body to take the target and move it to where I'm going to have to receive less force from the technique when it comes into it. They call that tension coming, or kai spot, body deployment, okay? Or deploying the body, or body change, okay? And it's very, very common, very common. So you can usually tell by a system of work when you see empty hand form, whether it's an high influence or free influence. And that's the way when they turn, they'll either turn the back foot into it in advance, or they'll turn the back foot away and take themselves away from it. Okay? So you've got a little bit of both of it in this form. In those major strikes where you're just driving like this, most of the time, well, you know, like we're here like this, you come this way, you know, or you'll come Yakaa like this, or you'll be like this and you come here, all right? But in this particular thing, when you're stepping into it, instead of going like this, okay, you're reinforcing with the other side on a strike coming down, okay? So you're like this down here after you're done with these doubles, and you go like this, and you go one like this, and you go, and you run this baby out. Now I do two things out like when that happens. Mike is coming in, and he goes one, and I block, and you're like this, I'm one, like this, and then I keep driving with right here. It shows the block, the thing is I go, okay. All right, hit the ball, I thought I understand. Okay, one, I drive, okay? One, I drive like this. I keep coming out, and then I get down. I push back on it, and I just follow them right up, and I run them down. So, the thing about it is, when you see that, don't be afraid to take the big step, because what you're doing is you're just taking the target, you're moving it from where it's at. In his mindset, when someone's striking at you, they commit, then you take the target and you move it. You move the target so that it isn't outrageous when after he's done, you can still strike back without taking another step. That's the ideal way to do it. Okay? Let me give you another example. Let's go down in the line. For years, they taught, just like if you were cutting the water, I'd come back like this, and then I just step away, and as he steps into me in an attack, I come to here and I block. Well, this is okay, but look where I'm at right now. He can hit me with the front leg. He can hit me with the back. He can hit me with the back hand. Okay, without moving really, without moving his feet. So what do I want to do? I want to change the position of the body. As he comes and punches now, from here, I go one. Now, well, by seeking advantage like I am here, I've killed his backhand, because I'm controlling here. He's got a punch across the body. I've killed his back leg. All I have to do is worry about this hand and the front leg, okay? That's taken care of with the shin lock. But look what I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, without moving my feet, or, without stepping. So by changing the position of the body, I'm taking the target away from him, and I seek advantage by going to his outside, rather than staying inside like this, where we're even again. You follow what I'm saying? That's another reason for changing the position of the body. All right? And it all relates back into when you're doing these things. You think the same way with that. They're no different. All you do is just have an extension in your hand for what you don't have when you're working. So, okay, let's go. Let's try one again. Yakaa, no side. That's it. Yakaa, no side. It's back. Back. You notice we don't, this is the only time in the sequence that you don't go here. Why? Because you have this to take its place. Okay, one. So you just go to here, 1, 2, okay? Up. Punch. Back. Block. Punch. Punch. Sequence. Up. Punch. Up. Strike. Swagger. Block. Punch. Punch. Low. Punch. Flag. Knee down. Punch, punch. Open them. Dip. Sequence. Up. Dig. Down. Strike. Step forward double. Step forward double. Flag. Dig on. Punch, punch. Sequence. Double. Low. Thrust. Change, step, away, lock down, 1. Step, away, lock down. Step into, drive up. Strike, down. Set, cross, strike. Back, up. One more time back, up. Yeah. Step away, lock. Step away, lock. Up. Drop. Gate on, punch, punch. Up. Drop. Gate on, punch, punch. Gate on to the front. Left side slide. Up. Hook. Drive. Hook. Drive. Now. Drop. Strike. There. Back. Lock. Drop under. And away. Hits, and block, low, and up, and down. No. Sweep. Put it. Away. Hits. Punch, punch. Stop. Hits. Punch, punch. Get on. Stop. Oh, hang on. Up. And down. And over. And over. Drop. Lift. Here. Away. Post. Underneath. Back. Cover. Break.
Do you want to put that bat on for us?
No, I'm fine. We're going to work a couple more times, then we're going to break lunch. And then, come up some Koeppel. Yakaa outside. Yakaa outside. Hit. Hold. Hit. Hold. Rope. Hit. Hold. Hold. Go. Hit. Hit. Hold. Hit. Hold. Rope. Hit. Up. Hold. Go. Hit. Hit. Hold. Hit. Hold. Rope. Hit. Hop. Hold. Go. Hit. Hit. Hold. Hit. Hold. Stop. Rope. Hit. Hop. Go. Go. Hit. Hit.